Hi, welcome to the show Film Addicts. Thank you for tuning in today. Today we have Bjorn Landberg, Swedish actor, and he is known for playing Rifna, the neighbor in Academy-nominated Best Foreign Film, A Man Called Ova, based off of the best-selling book. Bjork also played Professor Meaner in the HBO film production The Third Day, produced by Brad Pitt's company Plan B, which stars Jude Law and Emily Watson. Welcome to the show, Bjork.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. I just small correction. You did pronounce my name pretty good. In Sweden, we say Börje, but in America, it's more like Borge. Börje Lundberg, and a man called Ove, and Professor Mimir. In The Third Day, together with Naomi Harris, Paddy Considine, Catherine Waterstone, Freya Allen, Nico Parker, Jude Law, of course, and a lot of other good actors.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I find your career extraordinary and wanted to tell the listeners your fabulous story, how you started. At the age of 26, you became the food and beverage manager at the Ramada Hotels. And can you tell us that fascinating story? How you became the world's restaurant director?
Yeah, I started when I grew up in a small town in Sweden. That was a time when you couldn't come to your parents and say, I want to be an actor, because my father would say, oh, that's not a profession. You can't live on that. Today it's a profession, even if it's hard to live on it. So I'm a curious person. I wanted to see the world. So I got a job as a busboy on the most famous cruise ship in the world that time. That was Swedish American Line. They had based in Gothenburg, Sweden, and in New York and Fort Lauderdale, and did world cruises. I started as a busboy and became a waiter, and that was my theater. Working with those that time very rich American cruise passengers, and then I went ashore. I met my wife, and I continued to work in the restaurant. It really was that I loved to perform for guests. I was the writer, I was the director, I was the actor when I met the guests, and but I also saw that my managers, they were well educated, so I wanted to see what they got. And I could, if I could pick up that. So I took a master's in economy, and I went back to the Ramada Hotels, and we won a prize, best restaurant, food and service, among there 650 restaurants worldwide. And at 27, I ran my first hotel. I was 29. I was in charge for 36 restaurants in Sweden. And later on, I was working for the government, and there was a big world conference. It was 1983, and this year was very special because 1978, Russia shot down an airplane over Afghanistan, and after that, they did not have any there was no meeting between Soviet and USA for 5 years. So this conference, it was from the beginning not the biggest conference in the world, but it became so important because they met in the private dining rooms. The U.S. delegation with Bush and Gromyko, and they met in private dining rooms, and I was there with the waitress, and I know what they said when they met.
And we'll keep that private so that for your safety. But it's amazing. Yeah. You were there for the first meeting between U.S. and Soviet Union. First time since Afghanistan's crisis since 1978. That is such a memorable moment. And
yeah,
it's amazing that you came from a server, and you said that you followed your dream and you started to paint, you started to do paintings and sculpting at art school, and you took your first acting class in 2000. How old were you then? You were just only, like, you were 48 years old, right? When you
yeah,
started.
yeah. I went to my first auditions and I nailed both of them. It was lead actors in some Swedish commercials, and it went on. This was the time before internet, and I did quite a lot, but it was always like sitting home waiting for the casting directors to call me, and when they called me, I was somewhere else, maybe in Greece painting or something. But I did a commercial with, the king of New York ice hockey goalkeeper, Swedish Henrik Lundqvist, and yeah, I did some good stuff. But internet came in, and you could start to promote yourself. And I had a big commercial running for 2 years in Sweden, 2008. So I was thinking, now I have to decide, shall I try or not? So I decided to try. I took classes, Stanislavski, Meissner, different techniques in acting, and I had a winning commercial at Cannes Lion, and I was remembering I was sitting in a gala in Sweden. They were showing one of my commercials. I was lead in that one, and I was thinking it can never become bigger than this. But next year I was filming in India with the most talented commercial directors in Scandinavia, Europe, and I decided to become professional, to try to get an agent, also outside Sweden. So I got an agent in UK, Norway, Germany, and Sweden. And I started to do German productions because I speak quite good German too. And in 2015 came this A Man Called Ove up, and it was a big success and nominated for 2 Academy Awards, Best Foreign Film. And it was the most seen foreign film in US that year. And so it went on. Every year became bigger and bigger, and I did big German productions with a great name, big names from Homeland and Glorious Bastards. And last year I got this part in The Third Day, produced by Plan B Entertainment, and with Jude Law, Naomi Harris, Emily Watson, Catherine Waterstone, and other big names. And I was the only actor from outside UK, and it was very exciting. I had 6 months. I was traveling from Sweden to UK, but I was also shooting a German feature film in Poland and Luxembourg. So it was a lot of traveling last year. I can really say that.
You've been very busy.
Yeah, yeah. And I say to people today, it's never too late to follow your dream, but remember always to work hard, because that's behind the success is always hard work. But most of all, you must love what you do, and I love making film. I mean, I've been working in kitchen and film, and it's just I have the same things that drives me to create.
We are doing a live interview all the way from Sweden, and so I think I lost Bjork for a little bit, but you can see him in the winner of the Swedish Short Film Festival. He won this year's Best Comedy in Sweden.
So that drives me to. I see myself as a picture artist, and today I'm 60.
So, like, we're live with Bjorn Landberg from Sweden. So we lost him, and so waiting for him to call back. But he has so many award nominations. You can see that he's the winner of the Green Princess Germany Best TV Series. He's played in some Viking shows. And hi Bjorn, we got you back. We lost you a little bit. We are recording live from Sweden. But hey Bjorn, can you tell us a little bit about your Viking show that you're in? Hello? So we'll do part 2 with Bjorn. We're coming back in 1098. Thank you for coming to the show, Bjorn, and thank you for your fabulous, beautiful, just telling us your story, how you started acting at the age of 48 and have been in Academy Award nominated productions with some of the world's best actors in the entire world. He's an amazing actor, and we're just so happy to have him on our show. Thank you so much for tuning in.